Every story. My name is Casey. Tonight we're playing some Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition, and we are working our way through Vecna's Eve of Ruin. Hitting some buttons over here as we talk to make sure the stream looks good. And the party has made it to the domain of dread, known as Barovia. They have come across the Durst household, wherein a ritual is taking place, powered by a artifact of some power that they believe to be one of the pieces of their many-pieced rod. That particular ritual has drawn the interest of quite a number of notable figures from the lands of Barovia, thanks to three-ish wandering monsters that were sponsored last week. So we got to meet an Arcanoloth, we got to meet Baba Lysaga herself, some flame skulls, and lots of other nonsense. But I am happy to say that Baba is moving away on her floating skull off into the misty night, leaving behind some who have found new humanity and some who have let humanity slip through their grasp. In the meanwhile, the house has gone still. The flame skull has fallen to ash. The demon has melted away to ichor. The priests or cultists of Ozibus have faded to shadows themselves. Suits of armor lie strewn about on the first floor, the remnants of some helmed horrors. And at the top of the spiral staircase, slowly working her way down, you are able to spot Sarasandra. She looks a little worse for wear at the moment. You can see one of her legs is torn up, and the muscles seem to be a bit withered away. As she's easing her way down, one red marble step at a time, she looks over to, I think, Telovere, who is the highest on the spiral staircase as it leads down. She gives you a kind of ran into some of the cultists, looks down at her leg, settles down there. How have things been going for you all?
Oh, well. Let me see. We fought a demon. We fought a flaming skull. We fought a bunch of cultists. Supposedly, we fought a bunch of suits of armor.
A chandelier.
A chandelier, I did forget about that. We also seem to have run into a local hag.
A hag?
Yes, I believe, I don't know the exact name, but something like Barbara Lasagna or something.
Barbara Lasagna.
I didn't quite catch the name. I was a little bit busy trying not to die thanks to the Arcanoloth downstairs.
I don't.
It was Baba Lasagna. Baba Lasagna.
Baba Lysaga, maybe.
That sounds about
No,
right.
that's not it.
No?
Not fortune.
Well, I'm glad you've all made it away intact. The hags are a particularly troublesome bunch, known to be the cause of quite a bit of decay and disease. But you're all intact still?
Well, I mean,
I
I
think
think
so.
we're all a little worse for wear, but I don't believe that we're exactly keeling over.
Did anything happen with Montgomery at the end of the last episode?
That's an excellent question.
Because didn't he disappear?
He did not disappear. In fact, he's even more here than he ever has been, sort of. There was a bit of an exchange. Montgomery's form looked a bit banged up and damaged. He spoke to Baba Lysaga and promising her his youngest son in exchange for healing.
Child. We didn't say
Youngest,
son,
yeah,
right?
sorry, youngest child. Excuse me, youngest child in exchange for healing.
But he's a simulacrum, right?
He was, and then she cast a spell, and at the end of that spell, he was a human, full-blooded, able to heal, but not fully fledged as a wizard, still holding on to the spell effects that they have, so you still have your spell slots, but no means to regain them, at least not at the moment. Other deals may have been struck, and Sarasanda sort of looking over at you all, seeing some new marks and change about you, tisks a little bit. She slumps down against the wall near a suit of armor with a wolf's head helm to it. I'm gonna need a moment. She's taking care of a leg, getting things bound up. Upstairs on this side, master bedroom. I came in through a porch. The door was open. Seemed a nice enough room. Big tiger skin on the floor. Bed for two. Seating room. Merchant or noble family. Nothing really jumped out at me, though, other than those priests of Ozibus. Hard to kill, those.
Those were rather fascinating little creatures, I must admit.
Suppose that's a word for it.
Well, I mean, there are other words that I could use, but none of them would be particularly kind.
What are you trying to be kind for? And since when do you be kind?
I
You're a
deserve to
true,
leave.
you're
Also,
a truth
I don't,
bearer.
I don't speak ill of fellow necromancers. Thank you very much. I'm assuming that's what it was because I don't know of many other things that can raise creatures from the dead so easily. So I'm making a few educated assumptions here.
That would be a fair assumption. Fortune, as you head over to the steps where Sarasandra had come down, you can see that she's left a smear of mud, rain, slick, and a bit of blood on the rail.
Oh,
Whoop.
I couldn't tell where I was coming in from.
So you are at the bottom of the stairs that would lead up to the third floor.
Okay, I was actually coming up from the first floor, is what I was going for there. My bad.
Oh, no worries.
Because Fortune was still down in the entrance from the from before.
Got it.
So this would probably be more accurate. Would be behind Telovere.
As you're making your way up there, you see a few drips of that mud come down where she was leaning.
Surely we have some towels or something we can help you bandage up and clean off. I mean, we have one gentleman with us who's very particular about cleanliness. I'm sure he'd be happy to help.
Oh?
Right? Montgomery? Where is Montgomery?
Montgomery's having a bit of a crisis at the moment. We're leaving him be for a time. Anyway, let's see.
Do you have prestidigitation?
No. Why would I
Oh.
take such a useless spell?
Excuse me. It's not a useless spell. As
Oh,
I put
Las-Dal.
this, as I put the raunchiest smell underneath your nose with using prestidigitation.
Ugh.
Joke's on you. I actually don't smell anything because I work with corpses, so I
Oh,
think I smell a liver somewhere.
yeah, that's probably what it would have smelled like too. Well, let's do first things first. I'll cast a second level healing word. for
On
that
Sarasandra?
injury. Yeah.
Sure. As you do that, give me an insight check.
Okay.
And as
Uh-oh.
that happens, Fargrim, welcome. Thanks for the raid.
Hey guys.
That's a 21 on the insight.
That is a 21. Sarasandra is indeed wounded. Looks like one of the shadows had gotten a hold of her and done some damage to her strength at the moment. But along with the physical damage, you would say the pride of the Inquisitor has definitely taken a hit as well.
So not as much as a injury. It's more of the pride is damaged.
A little bit of both. I think what's really kind of galling her, or the thing you would notice, is she's walking like the infirm at the moment because she's lost a lot in the leg. So she's sort of can't stand upright and look dignified. She's hunched over. She's leaning on stuff.
Gotcha. We'll throw 10 points of healing for
But that
her.
definitely does help to ease the physical wounds. You're back up here. Thank you.
We did also
Go on.
find a path down into the basement, we think. A trap door of sorts that we've currently left sealed with the body of a Illatar.
He's also currently continuously smashing a flaming skull.
That's quite the combination.
He's a multi-talented individual. That's why I
First
bought
show
him.
on Earth.
Figure that's why you
That's
made him.
fair.
Well,
The dirt we generally stand on.
there's another
Oh.
floor and an attic above. Though if you found a way into the basement, we could certainly take that.
We also might want to check. I want to point to the rooms behind. We haven't even gotten to those rooms yet before we were interrupted by some wandering creatures.
Well,
Might want to double check here before we go anywhere else.
don't let me stop you, though. I think going to actually go down and take a look at this flame skull of yours. I've got a bit of, and she holds up a flask of holy water. Heard this works against them.
Oh, sure. Fortune will kind of show her down to the skeleton.
What's Pelatar gonna do?
Hold
I
the
mean-
door.
He was being such a good boy.
That's true. Oh, do be careful not to get Eno on Telovere, please. He's allergic.
Oh, that's the name of your...
Yes.
Ah. Yes, I'll have a care.
Perfect. Thank you very much.
Fortune can just pick up like the scraps and move them away from like far enough away from Teletar that there's no risk of incidental holy watering.
Sounds good. So, as that's happening, which doors are we opening next?
I say let's just go north right now, or I guess east.
Yes, rotated map, just to be annoying.
So,
There are two northeasts at the moment. There is in front of Loktar a double door, and closer to Telovere a single door.
I want to open the double doors.
Open the double doors, stepping forward to the double doors. You open them. And inside, a thing awaits. It's a library.
A library.
A library. The ultimate
That's scary.
item of fear. And along with the library, there is something that's going to need Damn it, Loktar and Duren.
What?
Well, I just
Turned away?
remembered. No, I just remembered effects that you all had, which means that nothing ever works the way I plan. We're going to bring up the turn order. We're going to go ahead and click on initiative. Ooh,
Oh.
they're actually quite good. This might actually work out.
Ooh.
Please
Oh,
go ahead.
no.
A vampire spawn. I should have known.
Nope, not going to work. Never works. Damn you, Loktar.
I would say I'm not going to beat initiative. Yeah.
All right, let's go ahead and put things into order here.
Wait, if I'm immune to disease, does that mean that I'm immune to becoming a vampire?
No,
We can test that later.
you're immune to certain types of vampirism. Other types, not so much. But Loktar, you are a fiend of alertness. And you are able to tell that there are 2 vampires on the ceiling, just above the door, waiting for you to open it. As soon as you can do that, you can see them reaching down to grab hold of you, but you're crazy and you get to react first.
How far up are they? Like
Just
right above
just
our
above
heads?
the door. Basically, they're stuck up on the ceiling waiting for someone to open the door. It's, it's a nice tall library, probably 11-foot or so ceilings in here, kind of reaching down to grab you, but you get a response first.
All right. I gotta be my strength. It'll grow large. Yeah,
Oh.
first time doing it in this plane. But and then just start uppercutting these chumps.
Time to uppercut these
What
chumps.
suckers?
I think that's yeah.
28, you say?
Good
I
lord.
guess I'll go fire. I don't know.
Okay.
Sounds like it would be good versus vampire. And hit number 2 coming in. Or swing number 2. I don't know if it'll hit. Dang, that's terrible.
Ooh. 15.
15 will hit.
Oh.
Yeah.
42 points of damage, you say? Loktar, I think you still got more swings.
Oh,
'Cause
thank you.
A
Yeah,
monster.
Yeah.
I forgot.
Your Gloomstalker swing.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Yep.
I lose track of these things. Boom, and then this one, and this one. Oh, okay, good.
And a 21 for 24 more. Good news is all of those hit. The bad news is Vampire's still there.
Damn.
Loktar, anything else?
Are they so close that they would invoke or I would invoke an opportunity attack if I move back?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, that's good then.
Okay.
Or actually, can I move into the room underneath them without evoking one to get out of everybody's way
Mm.
like that?
Yeah, you could do that.
Nice.
Okay. Ed?
Quick question. We were talking about doing a short rest. Did we do that, or we only talked about it?
No,
and
we
instead
did
of doing it, we opened the door. I'm just trying to
No,
understand
we,
where
we
we're
did
at.
the short rest at the end of last session.
Yep,
Yeah.
you should have taken the
Okay.
benefits of a short rest.
Okay, let me do that right now. Thanks.
Yep,
Sorry to
absolutely.
interrupt.
And you would get a D10 for Bardic rest. So you don't have to burn all yours.
And as Loktar steps into the room,
Yeah, I need to update that.
he's able to see
Oh,
two more
no.
vampires
Ooh,
held up. Then
wowzers.
no one else is able to see what happens because one of the vampires just very slowly shuts the door on you.
Hey, I just opened that.
Oh, hey, proficiency bonus is redeemed reroll for the player. The players have one
Nice.
reroll in the pot.
Oh,
Thank you very much, folks.
Any redemption tonight is gonna give me anxiety.
Wandering monsters will be on pause for the moment. We've got a little bit to move along before we can re-engage wandering monsters. But I don't need wandering monsters right now. I've got vampires. And
Vampire, bro.
Casey,
yeah,
please do us all a favor and don't give Loktar a new attribute of also being a vampire as well as a bugbear, warlock, ranger, murderer.
we just got a multi-class. We need all the multi-class. I do need to double check. I believe Loktar rolled with advantage, so he was
Yeah, he
reckless.
did.
All right. So
But that was because I only thought there were 2 of these guys.
that was a decision that was made. Clause number 1. 18 to hit.
Yeah, that's what they need.
Okay. You are now grappled.
Oh,
Oh
snap.
no.
Okay, you did not take damage on that. You just took a grapple. There will now be 4 bites coming at you, 1 from each of them, and then 3 more claws. We'll take care of the 4 bites. 1, 2, 3, 4.
3 hits. Oh man, that's not good.
All right, so 6 piercing, 6 necrotic. Your hit point maximum is reduced by the 6, the 7, and the 5.
Maximum?
Hit point maximum is reduced by the 6, the 7, and the 5. And you also take the damage.
18?
18. Yeah.
We then have 3 more sets of claws coming at you.
I
1,
can't see this.
2,
so I can't.
3. The 2 of 24s we're going to hit for another 14 points of damage there. Now, you growing big was the rage, so some of that was halved, but the necrotic would have been full impact. Las-Dal,
Yee.
we're over to you.
All right.
You got a closed set of doors.
Okay. I'm gonna open the door.
The doors are locked.
Oh.
Now, you might remember, these are polite types of locks, the kind you could probably rip open, but you might have to rip them open.
See, I don't think Las-Dal is really that strong. So
I'm willing
knows
to
how to
hear
pick
other
a lock.
reasons or other ways to deal with locks.
he knows how to pick lock. Well, so okay. We're gonna do a little something.
Well, something?
A little something.
Oh, something.
I'm gonna hold the yarting at an angle, and I'm gonna tell Nick or
Duren duck?
I'm gonna tell Duren he might want to like shimmy to the side just a little bit as I play the yarting and do a thunder wave into both
shimmy
doors.
to the left because I'm having a good time.
So I'm gonna thunder wave both doors.
Sounds good. Give me a thunder wave text if you would.
So let's see. Thunder wave. Yeah,
You're doing
you
it
just changed
from
everything
regular.
I was gonna do there. So
Hey, you guys shut and lock the doors last time. It was my turn to shut
that's
and lock
true.
the doors.
That's true.
That is true.
All right, so yeah, we're gonna do that. Sorry, just marking it off.
What a time for Spirit Guardians this would be.
So 19 thunder damage.
19 thunder damage. That's a pretty good amount of damage. That is enough to blast those doors open, and that is a 15-foot cube. So from where you are,
Yep.
15
Oh, I'm
foot,
sorry. I would have moved to the door. My bad.
you
And
would
I
have
would've told
moved to the door.
yes, my bad. So I
Final answer?
angled it a little bit. Yeah, because I'm trying to I'm trying not to hit. Yeah, sorry, big guy. You're gonna get hit by some thunder.
Not if you move up to the door.
Loktar,
Yeah, if he moves up the door.
as the doors blast open, I need a DC 18 Constitution saving throw.
Oh man.
I forgot about him. I was only worried about my ass.
I know you're all worried about yourselves.
He spared you.
And he gets a +4 as well.
All right. What do we got here?
Apologize
DC
if I deafened
18.
anyone.
They're all taking that. 19 points of thunder damage. The
So it's
They
doors.
hard,
knocked
though, huh?
away.
We made a save.
Oh, that's going to take care of one.
Yeah, do they like fall off the ceiling because they get knocked back?
Okay, so this was
If they
just
fail, they,
this was just done into a library. This whole place is just full of an explosion of papers and scrolls and books and vampires flying through the air. It looks like madness in there, and amidst it, a giant Loktar, bloodied and scratched. Las-Dal, anything else?
oh, the poor library. Sorry, Loktar.
Just
I'm
raining
gonna
sheets of
just-
paper.
I'm gonna step to the side.
Are you sure?
Nah, I'm gonna stay in the doorway.
Okay.
I commend your tactical decision.
Actually, you know what? No, I'm stepping in and I'm climbing up myself on my hang upside down as well.
Like they're looking over at you as they're like plastered against one
shit,
wall.
he can do that.
Yeah, I'm
Alright.
gonna hang right next to him.
Montgomery Beta, in the far room by the elaborate harpsichord. What are you up to?
Oh, I guess he's gonna get up off the floor where he was laying and slumped over. 10, 15, 20, 25. Can I see the can I see that one from where I'm at?
Sure, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, the doors just got flung open. You could see everything.
Yeah, I just didn't know how high up they were, that's why.
You can see up on the
Um,
angle.
I guess I will hit that one with a firebolt. Let's see if we hit him. Oh, probably not. Oh, well, better than I thought. 14. But,
14 will just miss.
let's see. Yeah, I don't have anything to bump it up.
You gotta get used to these new hands with fingernails that grow and everything.
Yeah. I guess that'll be it.
Telovere.
All right. I'm doing something that I haven't gotten to do yet because we're actually fighting undead for once.
Woo!
I'm going to look at this one right here. Can I see that one?
Mhm.
Okay. I'm going to use my action to do Command Undead. So it needs to make a DC 16 Charisma saving throw.
DC 16 charisma saving throw, you say?
Hey,
I've been
Casey,
waiting
did
for
you
this.
send any of them flying to 10 feet?
They had
After-
nowhere to go.
Oh,
So
okay.
they were flying
Oh, it
in
would have been
place.
landing on. It would have been landing on Loktar. Yeah.
Yeah,
never mind.
yeah, because they would be landing on Loktar or
Aw.
landing against the walls. But a 19, they
19.
do pass.
All right, then nothing happens, and that's my action. So
Oh.
Oh.
yeah, I know.
Fortune,
So that's all I'm doing.
from the bottom of the stairs where Sarasandra's splashing some holy water on the pile of flaming skull that's been swept over. What are you up to?
So he came running out of the portal, just covered in glitter. None of us knew what happened in that moment. He's essentially not aware of what's going on upstairs and regaling the time Loktar destroyed every magic item in Illustrial Silverhand's Cabinet of Curios.
Wait, but how much magic?
Unfathomable amounts. Like, probably ancient things that will never be recovered.
In these lands, any magic is rare, but what you're speaking of, that's almost
Wait, more
impossible.
magic?
And he destroyed it all, you say?
One fell swoop. That's all it took. Just one draw of a deck.
All right. So with that Fortune, you staying down there? I mean, you did just hear a thunder wave from up there, so something's going on.
Oh, sorry. I think I need to go, and then he'll start making his way up. I can actually feline agility. 15. Yeah, I can get over here. What's going on, guys? Oh, there's doors. Just kind of like taking it in for a brief second, and then throw a knife at one of the vampires upside down.
Can do.
Get
Can't
a
do.
nat 1.
Not me.
Yeah.
You go to throw, like, hits a piece
I'd
of
throw
paper.
it at or at Las-Dal. Oh, vampire! Oh shit, Las-Dal! And just like dissipate the knife right before it hits him.
Duren, as knives go flying, what are you up to?
I'm gonna get this one right in front of me. Ooh, not crossbow. Alrighty, we got 12 damage plus 14 damage.
38, still undead.
Let's see. Bonus action.
Wait, how much did you say?
I had 12 and 14.
I feel like you're missing radiant damage, or it's showing me radiant damage that doesn't belong there.
No, I have improved divine strike.
Oh, I see. I
So
see how
get
it's. I
like-
see how it's totaling.
I always get a D8 of radiant damage.
Got it. Okay, sorry about that.
Don't be taking away my damage.
Yeah, no, it's not a
No,
plus
how
10,
is-
so I was thinking it was too low.
He's trying to get every advantage he can with us guys. Got to give him some slack.
Yeah, I'm already down one vampire. Duren, anything
Um,
else?
I'm going to cast Shield of Faith on Loktar.
Ooh, Shield of Faith on Loktar. Sounds good.
So you get an extra +2 to your AC. Loktar.
Loktar, as we come to the top of the round, you are still grappled because, in spite of everything, nobody actually had room to move. You're all crammed in there. But what are you going to do?
The grapple doesn't affect anything as far as stabbing these chumps, huh?
It would not affect anything other than your speed being 0.
All right. I guess the raggediest looking one, I'll start swinging.
That's probably the one to what's called south for the moment. 26 will hit. Are you being reckless?
Of course.
Okay.
He got an extra +2 to AC. He can be reckless all he wants.
Sure. And which one did you? The worst looking one is this one down here near Duren.
All right. Oh yeah, nice. Yeah, that
Dun,
one.
dun, dun. A total of 28 will do. One less vampire.
Don't you have the butt in?
Yeah. Thank you. That's right here.
Oh, I took away one.
I guess for this one.
Okay.
Did that go through?
Not yet.
It didn't.
I
It
haven't
didn't
seen
appear.
it.
Huh?
I didn't see it come through on
I saw the
D&D.
dice roll.
There it goes.
Here we go. 29 for 9.
Holy shit.
Good hits. Loktar. Anything else?
No, that's it.
All right. As you are grappled, and that has been advantage, there are 2 bites coming your way. Bite number 1. Bite number 2.
Oh.
Damn.
Whoopsie daisy. Well,
I'm going to fuck with it. Second bite.
Okay.
I'm gonna use the bardic against that.
To do which thing?
The second bite.
No.
attack.
Are you reducing my attack or are you reducing the damage? I think you can choose which one.
I can. I'm gonna go for the reducing the attack.
Okay.
And it's a D10.
Loktar, you're at an AC of something like a 20, so I think I need to see a 5 or more on this D10.
That's a 3.
Nope, that didn't do it.
A 3 won't do it. Both bites land. Loktar, you are down
man.
17 maximum hit points, and then another chunk of damage from there, and then the pair of claws that follow up. Claw,
I think I'm down already from
claw.
there.
Uh-oh. You don't want to be down already from there. Were you down already from there?
Well, I just got to do the slashing damage, or piercing. I mean damage, which would be 9.5 is 4, right?
9.5 before.
That 1.
All right, you're at
Did
1.
you not heal up in your short rest?
I don't recall it.
Because you've only taken like 40 to 50. You usually have around 100. So I would expect you to not be quite near death.
Loktar, you
Uh,
forgot to heal, Loktar.
Maybe.
But so if you were
He
down
was
to
too
1,
enthralled by Barbara Lasagna.
so if you were down to 1 before the claws, the first claw will knock you unconscious. The second claw misses you because you have ridiculous AC even when unconscious. But you are unconscious.
All right.
Las-Dal, unconscious Loktar in front of you, 2 vampires desperately trying to suck blood from his personage faster than you can damage them. What are you doing?
All right, this definitely changes a lot. Okay. You know what? I'm going to run around on the ceiling to the side of this one here. And I'm going to bite its neck.
I feel like you would have invoked an attack of opportunity from this one.
That's okay.
Okay, no problem. Claws will be coming at you. Gonna miss.
10 would have missed. And I missed with a 10 as well.
And you missed with a 10 as well. Okay. Just a pile of teeth everywhere.
Like watching 2 cats fight, just lots of hissing and claws.
And then I am going to bonus action. I will healing word Loktar. We're gonna bump this up.
Okay. And I will say, while we are poking fun at Loktar for not healing, he's usually very self-sufficient and covered in berry juice. So.
That's true.
And glitter.
And glitter.
Berry juice and glitter, yeah.
He's like the ultimate drag queen, except he's furry and a bugbear.
I mean, why can't the ultimate drag queen be a furry?
Hey, there are some drag queens that are furry as well.
I can't tell you. I've never met one. So
Yeah, we're gonna do a 4th level healing word.
All right. That'll be an action and a bonus action. So as Las-Dal, we find out how the healing's going. Beta, what are you up to? Ooh, that's a good 11 points of healing.
4th level, ouch.
I guess I'm gonna shoot another firebolt at that one. The one I guess that Las-Dal's trying to bite.
Can do.
Cooking it up for you to bite again.
There we go.
20's a solid hit.
Not used to biting.
Decent damage.
8 plus 5 plus 3. I think I should have another plus 5 on there.
Yeah, is it not doing it?
I don't think
not
it's
adding your.
Yeah, it's not giving you your evoker, but
yeah,
I'll
it's
throw
not
that
mine,
on
but
here.
yeah, so another +5. Yep, that would be correct.
Got it.
So
Beta,
24.
anything else? Sorry, Montgomery Beta, everything else.
Ooh.
I guess I'll step out of the way in case Fortune wants to run in there.
Got it. Telovere.
We're trying the undead thing again.
Yeah.
Mostly because I'm trying to save my very limited spell slots right now, y'all.
Can
I don't blame
do.
you.
Charisma check. What are the
DC
odds?
16.
Woohoo!
Hey!
Bill. You
All right.
seem very persuasive.
So it is now friendly to me and will obey my commands until I use the feature again. Every hour it can make another saving throw, and if it succeeds, it breaks the effect.
Sounds good.
Also, just for reference, because I forgot to tell you, it does have advantage on this. It doesn't matter in this case because it rolled bad either way. But because it has an intelligence of 8 or higher, it will have advantage.
Wait. It has disadvantage or advantage?
Advantage.
So
On
I
the
should
saving throw.
so I should roll another d20 to see if I can get a 16 or better?
If you want to, sure.
I mean,
But you had a 3 and an 11 on that one.
Yeah,
But
that's
both
what I was
would've
taking from
failed.
it.
oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, yep, got it.
Yeah. So it didn't matter in this case, but I'd forgotten to mention that, and that was my bad.
With you now. And Telovere, anything else?
I'm going to tell it, kill it!
All right. And
Kill
she
it. There's
looks,
three things
she
to
looks down
choose
at the big
from.
orange guy. She's like, I'm working on it, boss. Fortune.
So I just hear Telovere to my right saying to the one vampire I can see, kill it. Okay, I got it. And Telovere just sees Fortune like wind up his arm to throw a dagger at the one he just charmed. Not gonna say anything, Telovere.
I think
No,
he was.
I mean, it's not my turn. I can't stop you.
You could.
Don't.
Yeah.
I'm of course kidding. I think we all know what you were trying to do there. I mean, I'll go ahead and take a hide action here.
Can do.
Just kind of like hide behind Duren's fuzzy body. Stealth is probably gonna be fine no matter what I roll, but
Oh, yeah.
case we'll take a throw with advantage.
With advantage.
And you just hear me, Las-Dal, get him, grab his tail, grab it. That's not advantage. Let's
23
do
still going to
two
hit.
plain rolls. Yeah, okay.
And psychic vampire damage.
Why
Got it.
is that the one time it didn't add the sneak attack?
Yeah, where's it?
Whatever, I'll just do it manually, but that was weird.
It's being mean to y'all
So
today.
11 plus 19, 30 psychic damage.
Got it, got it. It is still an undead vampire, but not much of one.
And one more hiss and duck behind Duren again.
Duren, as you're being hid behind, what you up to?
It is hitting time.
Hitting time.
So I'm gonna go forward. And surprise, surprise, I'm gonna hit it.
Wow,
I believe.
really?
I believe you do.
15. Is it still up?
It's still up.
Okay.
Hit it again.
I'm gonna.
You did. It's
Is it still up?
Still an undead.
Okay, I'm just gonna first level smite it.
You need 4 points of damage.
So that's what a 3d8.
You do a 3d8, so I need at least one of these to not be minimum damage. Whoop, whoop, whoop. That is plenty. Vampire falls. For the next hour, you have a willing vampire accomplice. We'll drop out a turn.
Stop trying to eat the bugbear.
But he looks tasty.
No.
He tastes like berries.
He's a little gritty from all the glitter.
That's what I say. Look, I think that's your diet. We may need to change that a little bit.
Is that what that is?
Anyway,
And so
you're going to answer some questions now.
I'm going to answer some questions now.
Yes, that's what I said. So, let's start easy and simple. What's in the attic?
I don't know.
That's not helpful. What's in the room next door?
The servants' quarters.
Is there anyone else in the servants' quarters?
There shouldn't be.
Okay. What's going on in the basement?
I don't know. We were sent here to find out that.
Ah, lovely. Okay. Who did you serve previously?
We served the Lord of the Land, Strad von Zarovic.
Hmm.
He's
Well, that's a little
dreamy.
uncomfortable. I had a plan. That changes things. Okay.
Like at this
So
point,
here's
the
what I
last
want
of the papers are fluttering down from the thunder wave.
Yeah,
In this
I'm,
little,
I'm kind of looking through the papers and the books and
Yep.
stuff to kind of see what's in the area
sure, we'll give like a
while
quick
he's interrogating.
a quick catch up. Mahogany desk facing a fireplace of a private library. 2 overstuffed chairs in the room's corners. Floor to ceiling bookshelves line the walls. A rolling wooden ladder allows access to the higher shelves. Hundreds of tomes on topics such as history, warfare, and alchemy lie scattered about the place. Can I get an investigation check from whoever is doing the searching? And then Telovere will pick back up. What's the conversation from this point forward? And Loktar, yeah, fine with a retroactive short rest.
Okay. I'll wait till the investigation stuff is done because I'm a little curious to see if they say
Ooh.
anything to me that would direct the line of questioning.
Investigation. One of the bookshelves is a bit fake. It's the only one with a book left on it. And as you head over to it and you tug on the book a bit, you're like, ah, this isn't a book. This is a lever.
Found a lever, hidden book, hidden doorway.
Oh, love it.
It's a small
Poke
room.
my head in.
It contains bookshelves packed with tomes. These describe fiend summoning rituals. There's a chest that just screams, I have treasure in me, against the far wall.
Fortune, I think there's a chest in here for you. I'm looking at the books in the. Those are mainly what I'm focused on. Anything that's looking for one of a kind-ish,
Sure.
like
Give me a quick, let's call it an arcana as you try to skim through the titles. So on the quick skim, everything here seems a bit wrong. As if the authors don't understand the planes as you know them. The hells, infernal realms, demons, devils, they're all kind of mashed into fey creatures of ill intent. And when it speaks of summoning them, it speaks of calling them from the mists, not from the hells. The rituals look correct, with the notable exception that they all seem to indicate the devils, the demons, that which is summoned, does not return to the hells. They must be dealt with. All of
I'll grab
these,
that
a bit unique, certainly worth collecting, but all very strangely written.
something for the library. I'll put them in. I'll grab that group of books and put them in a bag.
Can do.
And I guess Fortune will quickly check the chest for traps. I would say also any movement upon getting close to it.
Sure. How about an investigation check from you?
All right. That can be 16.
A 16.
I might go ahead and use part of my reliable or my bolstered neck to kind of like use a little bit of psychic energy and just kind of cover it from afar briefly to bump that up to a 21.
Bumping that up to a 21. Aha! Yes. That chest does scream, I have treasure in me, just a little bit too much. It is probably going to send some form of bolt or dart or stabby spear down the line when it is opened. You think pretty easily just leaning to the side as you open it would be fine, but I would need a dexterity sleight of hands check to do it while within the room.
You can definitely have one for a 30.
30. Super easy. You hold up a book, you open the thing, dunk, dart comes out, slams into the book. You look at it, you go, ha ha ha.
Then it bites me.
And then it bites you. No, but this chest does contain 3 books. Each has a black leather cover. The books are a little bit odd in that the first page of each is a spell scroll rendering the entire book itself magical. There's plenty of paper to write within, but that's an odd little hack for making your books more robust. The first book holds a scroll of bless, the second one from protection of poison, the third a scroll of spiritual weapon.
They're all filthy, filthy clerics scrolls.
Uh, I guess I can technically read these too. They're all pretty low level spells, but why put them in the book? Kind of like direct Las-Dal to the books or Colin Montgomery or Telovere if any of you want to check them out to see if there's some purpose that is arcane beyond Fortune's kind of knowledge, because it's a clever hack, but that's as far as Fortune would probably get on magical knowledge.
Montgomery's not here. I'm Beta.
Beta
I don't
Gummery.
think we know that yet, so
Yeah,
We just told you.
We've learned it.
okay.
This is what we're
Montgomery
doing now.
2, Montgomery the second.
All right, that's acceptable.
Montgomery Jr.
Beta Gummery.
The oldest junior I know.
Monty.
Yeah, does anyone else want to take a look at them, or should I just store them for now?
I mean, bless is a good spell, right? That would be good
Mhm.
for
Yeah,
the
if I
party.
cast it from a scroll, do I still need to concentrate on it?
Yes.
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 Now, do I think that there's something else going on with these books that the scrolls are set up, or that just seemed like kind of a clever trick to make it when you're looking at these books? Ooh, magic! Oh, it's some first level scrolls. That's
Give me an insight
second.
check.
okay. Thank you for insight and not 23.
23. So as you're kind of holding it up and taking a look at it, swinging it around, this would probably be a neat scam tool. Like this would show as magic. This would be a magical tome that you could point at. Really no other effect than that.
Okay, yeah, I'll hold on to the scrolls. I guess I'll take one. I'll take the bless one out first to see
Sure.
if, just in case. And if that's fine, I'll take all 3 scrolls out. I'll keep
So
the
when you go
books
to
too.
so the scrolls are part of the book. They are bound as part of the book.
Ah,
Like the paper that is folded in and stitched in, the scroll is written into the book. So the whole book counts as a scroll.
oh, okay,
Yeah,
yeah,
you-
I'll just put them all in my bag then.
Yeah, you probably don't want to rip that page out.
Yeah,
What a fun and inventive idea that is.
I mean, I'm definitely stealing that. I mean, I'm stealing that. Puts them in his bag.
It's
Yes.
like
Fair
when you get those plastic covers in a binder. You put the paper inside.
You-
That's like somebody put a scroll in it and then
Mhm.
put it in the bag.
Do you want me to hold on to the bless one?
I can hold on to it. I don't lose concentration easily, probably. I don't get hit that often.
Okay.
I get hit all the time.
Yes, yes, you do.
Me
Anyway.
too.
Vampire Spawn. I don't care about your name. Don't tell me. I don't want to know. If you work for the Lord of the Land, I was going to have you immolate yourself. I won't do that anymore. Run home. Tell your former lord that Telovere sends his deepest regrets for his party murdering 3 of your kin. And ask him very kindly to not come by. And then go immolate yourself.
Aye, aye, sir.
Good job. Anyway.
So we have an hour till we're all being hunted? Is
Oh
is
no,
that what I got out of that?
we'll have probably a much shorter time than that, but I don't really care. I'm being polite and I'm sending him back his toy. I think it'll be fine.
Okay.
To the basement then?
No, are you kidding me? We have more things up here to search for.
The
Let's find that first.
DC to break the spell was a 16?
Yeah.
Okay.
I fully expect the spell to break long before she gets there, but at least that way.
I was like, the fastest way between here and there is probably 3 hours. So
Yeah, I 100% expected it to break, but even just being like, scoot.
Yep, scoot. A vampire has scooted. And so, once again, you find yourselves within the house. From downstairs, you can hear Sarasanda has starting up an incantation. Seems as though she's casting a bit of magic down there. Outside, I think the weather's turned a bit nasty. A storm's coming in.
Oh dear.
The house
Are
is
none of you guys
good.
upset? Sorry, I didn't know you were still going. Casey, go ahead.
No, good. Are you guys upset?
I can't say that I am.
I'm not upset.
Why would
You're
be
not upset at Montgomery for what he's done?
Oh, that. No, I already knew. It's fine.
I mean, you're here. Montgomery the second. I mean, I don't.
He's probably just
It's not like-
spending time with his wife. He loves
Yeah.
that lady.
Yeah, he deserves some time with her as well. Like I think he didn't abandon us, right?
Yeah, he still left you.
That's not really what's going on here, but sure.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he didn't abandon you, right? That's why he sent me, but he was pretty reckless.
I mean, he should have told us, sure.
Well, we like Reckless here. Have you ever met Loktar?
I was about to say, I feel like Reckless is kind of the name of the game nowadays.
Actually, I have a question for you. How long have you been with us and not Alpha Montgomery?
Montgomery Prime, as I like to call him.
Yeah, that's Montgomery Prime. Ever since coming to this land, I came with you from the land. He never
Are
came
you-
back from Cormier. I assume
Are-
he's still there.
Are you not upset? I mean, he basically made you to come to one of the worst places we've been to.
That's true.
Oh, I'm seething right now.
Oh, okay,
I didn't
good,
ask
good.
for any of this.
That's what
I didn't
that's what I like
choose to
hear.
be a copy, and I sure as hell didn't know how fragile I would be. Right? This is all his fault. He created me. No preparation for what it'd be like. He didn't understand what the hell he was doing.
Well, welcome to the world. That happens to all of us.
That's true. That's
None of
being
us planned
alive.
on coming in. None of us planned on being weak. And guess what? We got stronger.
I don't know about y'all, but I was in fact planned. I don't quite. I think that says a lot about your personalities and persons that you weren't planned, to be honest with you.
We just got to make sure Montgomery the second makes it out of this alive and can enjoy his own life. Yeah, life.
Oh, I'd want nothing more than that, but I'm screwed. I just made the worst deal ever with the hag. I don't even know what the hell I was thinking.
What
Well,
deal did you make?
Suggest you don't jump in bed with many women if you don't want to lose any kids.
Yeah, if you're anything like Montgomery, you won't. You'll find one, and that'll be it.
Well, more to the point, what's the deal that you made?
Youngest child.
Then you just
Yeah.
keep making them.
Either
Well, then I can
you,
never escape.
either you never stop having kids.
Then you shouldn't have agreed.
It's a giant baby factory, or
I
you don't
agree.
have
I shouldn't
any.
have agreed, but I was in a no-win
mean-
situation.
A litter's like 6 or 7. Losing one seems fine. It's not like they're just going to be killed, right?
wait,
They're being
Fortune,
raised
Fortune,
by,
Fortune.
right?
We're
Fortune,
not
that's
like
not-
you.
That's not how that works.
What do you mean?
Tabaxi are very different people than humans, and
Well, no, Tabaxi
Montgomery-
only have like 1 or 2 kids. What are you talking about? It's humans who have like 7 or 8.
Not all at
That's-
once.
Well, yeah, over time. Right?
Oh, that explains a lot why they generally are much different in size from the others of the litter. Okay, I thought
Yes.
you just had a lot of runts in your litters for some reason, but no, that makes more sense.
No, I can't say that we have, but that does explain some of the families that I've seen.
The Runch is probably the youngest child that you're thinking of, Fortune. Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking of the smallest of the litter, but it's probably the youngest of many.
We're learning.
Yeah, just do that. I mean, you were a simulacrum. Maybe that's how those reproduce.
Anyway, while they're having this conversation, I'm going to go look in the servants' quarters.
Certainly. The servants' quarters, as was explained to you by the vampire next door. Undecorated bedroom containing a pair of beds with straw-stuffed mattresses. Footlockers rest at the base of each bed. Tidy servants' uniforms hang from hooks. There's a small dumbwaiter in the corner. It would have come up from the kitchen and continues upstairs. We discussed earlier we could squeeze 1 Loktar into it, but it would take a lot of squeezing.
I'm going to not mention the fact that there is the dumbwaiter up here in order to not have a furry Loktar trying to fit his way up the dumbwaiter. I'm going to just casually look, like, rifle through the footlockers before coming out and being like, hey, there was nothing in there.
Empty.
What
Lovely.
about the dumbwaiter? Shouldn't there be a dumbwaiter in there? If there's one on the first floor, I'd imagine the second floor would have one as well.
Well, wouldn't you know it? They've actually boarded it off for some reason. I have no idea.
That's a shame. I was going to climb up it.
True shame, true shame. Anyway, shall we go search the attic before we go down and play in the basement?
Hey, Fortune, it's not actually boarded up. You can come check it out.
Uh,
Why are
I
you
mean,
like
I'm-
this?
There's no time like the present. I
Fortune-
suppose this is.
Oh my
where
gosh,
Montgomery-
Fortune just went through a wall.
there's no like box in this part, right? It doesn't have the actual container in there. It's just the open.
So if you were to
path I
open it
open up
now,
the
you would
door.
just see the rope. You'd have to pull the rope up or down to get the box to come to you.
But as having a climbing speed, you will take the stairs. Maybe I'll have a different perspective, and I can give you a heads up on what I hear or see from inside the dumbwaiter. And I'm going to basically climb up on the inside and check on the 3rd floor if it's open or closed, and if it's closed, kind of just do a listen while they make their way up the stairs to give a heads up.
Do you have anything that makes yourself smaller?
Oh, no. Well,
Don't
what
think
size
you
did
have
I get?
anything.
Am I too big for it? Can anyone make me?
Give me an acrobatics
smaller?
check.
I don't think this guy's self can. I can make myself seem 1 foot shorter. That's not the same. Yeah, I'll
Okay.
just do an acrobatics check. 22?
So you managed to like get yourself like halfway in there, and then you realize there's just no way that you can locomotive up or down. Like you could fit in there, but you'd have to have someone like shoving you with a pole.
Duren, Duren, can you just grab my hand?
Yes.
Grab my hand, and actually maybe grab my legs. Grab my legs. Grab my legs, please,
Ooh, okay.
and have
No,
Duren
don't.
pull me back out.
Oh.
Leave him in there. Leave him in there. He
Do I-
needs to learn his
You need
lesson.
me to pull you out?
Yeah, apparently I'm too big. I don't think any of you can make me smaller, so I just need. I'm stuck.
Does
Give me a
14
minute,
Get him
I'll-
out?
Let you know what's going on upstairs. I'll cast invisibility on myself and go up the stairs while they're pulling Fortune out.
Sure. As we extract the kitty from the dumbwaiter, you're able to head up to the balcony. At the top of the red marble staircase is a balcony with a suit of black plate armor standing against the wall, indicated by the star icon there. There are doors to the east, to the west, and in the middle bits. Door, 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 door.
All right. Mentally, I'll be giving them the information about the suit of armor. I'm gonna, as stealthily as possible, I'm gonna move down to this door. I'm gonna listen through it. Do I hear anything?
Place your ear upon the door. No noises from behind this door, though you can hear the sound of the weather outside coming from the other. There's a bit of rain going on. Little
Ooh,
patter, patter, patter.
frightful.
I'll see if the door's locked,
No luck.
and I'll quietly open it.
Doink.
Okay, so that stairs going up into the attic.
Stairs leading up into the attic. The staircase has quite a number of cobwebs hanging about, but it looks as though they have been recently disturbed. There is a little bit of rain water leading into this room from a door on the south, and then up the
That's where-
stairs.
I'm assuming that's where our friend came in. If that's where she said she came through it.
No, she described that she came in from the other way, over here. And you
Oh,
can
okay.
see more rain and mud kind of leading over this way. No
Okay.
rain or mud on the floor near you.
Okay. Checking the attic quick. There's a little disturbance in the cobwebs here, so I'm slowly work my way up.
I just want to point out you're not sharing that map on the stream.
Oh,
I don't know if that made a difference or not.
thank
See
you.
it?
There
Well,
we
I
go.
can see it, but it's not on the stream.
Yep,
There we
nope.
go.
I forgot to recenter. Thank you for the heads up. So Las-Dal, as you make your way up, the hallway bends around to the left to another closed door.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna stealthily work my way to that door, and I'm gonna listen.
No noise up here.
Check the door, see if it's locked.
Unlocked, but closed.
I'm gonna open it slowly and try to get a look in.
Opening it slowly and taking a look in, you can see scuff marks on the floor, disturbances in the dust. It seems a path has recently been made, leading over to this door.
You want
Nice.
someone to accompany you? Oh, you're invisible. Never mind.
I'm invisible.
Yeah.
I got some drag marks to a door. I'm gonna go listen at that door.
No noise from this door.
Do I hear anything from the other side of the hallway?
No noise up here in the attic at all. I mean, actually, quite a bit of noise, rain on the
From the rain.
shingled roof above, but no noise of activity within the house.
Is this door locked?
Which one are we doing? No
This-
lock on
the-
that
the one
door.
right below me. Okay. I'm gonna quietly open it, poke my head in.
quietly opening it, poking your head in. You can see a reasonably sized room. The far wall gets a little low due to the ceiling coming down. It's packed with old furniture draped with white sheets, a small stove, and a chimney.
I'm gonna do a quick search for this. See if there's like a body that was drug into here.
Sure, give me a survival or a perception check. Ooh, that's pretty good.
30, 20.
There is a hidden door here. It looks as though the person was drug into that door.
All right. Does it seem like there's any traps or anything on this door?
Perception check again.
Not that good.
No traps that you see. It does appear unlocked.
I'll slightly open it just to see, make it seem like the wind or something may have blown it open if it wasn't fully closed.
Sure, easing that door open, a very tight staircase spiraling downward. The steps themselves may be only 2.5 feet wide. The walls, stacked stone, mortared. There's no real central point, so if you fall, you're going to fall a long way.
It
Probably
took
all good down here now.
a
So
body
you can call for
upstairs.
us.
It took a body upstairs to take it down.
They seem to have.
Oh no, that's also the whole party. He's slightly confused when he says it.
It seems safe for us to join you up there.
It's quiet, but it's a long drop if somebody doesn't step right in these stairs, and it's gonna be really tight for Duren and Loktar. Might as well check underneath Pelatar's foot and head down to the basement that way.
Do we want to kind of split up a bit? Some of us go down the stairs while the others wait to kind of jump in from the other entrance.
Oh yeah, it's always a good idea to split up.
Oh,
Well, I mean, Las-Dal and I can go invisible, so the two of us could go down and you all could bust open the door and
Also, one second. Sorry to interrupt. I was about to wake Duren up just in case he had fallen asleep.
I was waiting. I was waiting.
Listen, you looked like you were asleep. I just had to make sure. You know, I looked back and I was like,
And if I'm not snoring or talking incoherently, I'm not asleep.
I'm gonna send you a Nerf rocket launcher that we can control by USB and
And so,
Nerf Gatling gun.
something.
are we splitting the party?
what do you think, Las-Dal? Do you want me and you to head down the stairs invisibly, or should we just all go down through the trapdoor?
I've got a while left on this, so might as well. I think it'll be a good enough way to do it.
Is there anywhere up there that's interesting as well that we should check out first? Or just kind of make our way downtown?
I haven't checked everything, but I think everyone wants to. We need to. Might want to get out of here before a vampire comes back.
Our friend? Oh, it should be fine.
I think I'll be okay. I don't know about you guys.
Why is that?
We killed some spawn, and
Yeah, they started it.
is anyone else getting really tired of not hearing the other side of this conversation and just seeing Fortune stare off into space? Or is it just
Fortune's
me?
relaying
Just
this
full
to you
psychic
all.
link.
I'm aware that he's relaying it. I'm being purposely facetious in his to point out their discussion.
He would be a
It's-
Telovere if not facetious.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
And it's worse too because Fortune essentially goes on all fours and just walks in a circle while having these conversations that look like it to himself.
All right.
He
If I can
paces.
just suggest, my friends, maybe let's not split up. I believe that in a realm where vampire spawns reach out of the ceiling and try and eat you, it's probably best if we stay together as a group.
Las-Dal, Telovere says we should stay together. We'll just go
Okay.
to the trapdoor. But yeah,
I mean, it probably leads down to the basement where we're going anyway, right? Might
it
be able
must,
to-
right?
I'll
Might
start
be
going
able to
down the
surprise.
I'll start going down the stairs quietly. I'll let you know where this leads. You guys can start heading for the basement. I'll catch up.
All right. You all okay to go down to where Teletar is?
We're not going down the staircase. It
No, you
makes more
said you didn't
sense for
want
us to go down the staircase together or go to the trapdoor together, not try and split up.
Well, I believe Lost-Dal has already committed himself to splitting up, so we just need to be faster.
There are days I truly, truly wish that I had stayed at home. Let's go.
You should
Las-Dal,
think about the
Me
fact.
too.
Las-Dal, it's a long way down, and you have very little sense of the outside. It's bricked up all around. It's probably only 50 or so feet, maybe 60, by the time you hit the bottom, but it's the first flight. There's this the third floor, the second floor, the first floor, and then deep enough that by the time you hit the bottom, it is clay ground, mud and rock walls, reinforced by timber like a mine. The ceiling's only about 7 foot high in here. The hallways are only about 4 foot wide, with the intrusions of the rock all around. About 10 feet ahead, the passageway ends and splits off to the left and to the right. You can see there are candles and torches lit down here, providing flickering light through the hallways. But the area that you're in right now, off in this direction here and down here, fairly dark.
Okay. I'm gonna so where I went down at. I'm trying to figure out gauge the direction to where Teletar would be posted. I'm looking for trying
You'd
to go
be
that direction.
down in this
And,
direction.
Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna head that way then.
You got it. As you step out into the hallway, you're able to see a good bit more. Branching off, small hallways to either direction. Ahead of you, what looks to be a very disreputable looking dining area, mess hall. One moment as I catch up, and then I'll be asking what the rest of the party's up to. The room contains, to the down, a plain wooden table flanked by 2 long benches. Bones lie scattered on the floor. Humanoid. As Lost-Dal's taking that in, the rest of the party is heading to the trapdoor, if I heard correctly, or is heading up to follow him down. Oh, they're all in the trapdoor room.
Trapdoor.
Trapdoor.
I guess Fortune will take the time to see if he can figure out how to open it quietly without, loudly bashing it in. Though it has had a Minotaur skeleton loudly smashing a skull over and
No.
over again.
He hasn't been smashing it. He's simply been shuffling.
Ah, okay.
Just a little
You
You know how
shuffle.
you just put a cigarette out, you just shimmy
Yeah.
your foot sideways a little bit.
Yeah, exactly.
Little shimmy shimmy. So Give me a sleight of hands check, but I think it's going to be incredible. Yep, totally fine.
It'd be the bare minimum.
It it takes a little bit of doing, because you're basically working a kind of turny lock from the wrong side. But as you ease it over and then get your fingernails underneath it and lift it up, you're able to see that the ladder goes down about 12 to 15 feet into the ground from the floor. There, 7-foot high pillars, and then a further set of steps descending down maybe another 7 to 10 feet before you reach the floor and a doorway with a door in it.
Fortune is going to cover himself in a quick shimmering light and go invisible with his psychic veil.
Mhm.
And then just kind of to everyone, let's meet Las-Dal down there and head down the stairs. I guess I don't see Las-Dal because we're both invisible, so ships passing in the night.
Ships passing in the night, but also not as close as you think. There's a wall there.
Oh, that's a wall.
That's a wall. Quite close, but a wall in the way.
Las-Dal, there's a wall at the base of this ladder staircase situation. I'm a little afraid to knock on it in case you're not around.
By a picnic table, looks like their lunchroom. I'm looking around. Is anybody even around?
You've not seen sign of anyone, but as you both start to pay a little bit of attention, or a little more attention, you can start to hear the sound of chanting. It's quite faint for you, Fortune, as there's a lot of dirt and doors in the way. But Las-Dal, you're able to hear it reasonably well. It's about as loud from the down as it is from the right at the moment. It's a repeated sound. Oh no no no. Oh no no no. Oh no no no. Oh no no no. But the
Sounds
voices
like
are layering over each other so much you're not getting any words out of it.
great. They're
I did-
chanting.
I assume
Wow,
I just
really?
had to hear like.
Yeah.
Going down here, does this go anywhere towards like Fortune in that direction?
Bends around
There's
to
no
the
like
four-way
lever
intersection.
or anything in front of me, right? There's no obvious way to open up a passageway further in.
Down in this direction, door. Oh, you can't see the door. I didn't reveal enough. Excuse me.
Oh, this was the top. Okay, I
Yes.
see. So I moved my way down.
Yeah,
here.
sorry.
Okay,
Down ladder and then a door there.
gotcha.
As you reach
yeah,
the
I'll-
intersection, hang on one second. We're going to reveal a little bit more because you're definitely going to head in that direction in just a second. Probably at the same time as you open a door. The
I
chanting.
think Fortune doesn't touch any of the doesn't try to open the door until he thinks Las-Dal or at least till anyone else follows him. So far, no one's followed him, so he's just down here by himself and thinks opening a door suddenly is a bad idea.
Sure. Las-Dal, the sounds that you've been able to hear, the chanting is louder in this area, and you can see a set of stairs descends even further down to a T intersection in that direction. But you can spot over here a rather odd statue. Based on your navigation skills and the feedback that you have, you would say this is as close as you're going to be able to get to Fortune, and you can probably confirm the door in the moment. The room that you can spy is full of moldy skeletons that hang from rusty shackles against the walls. A wide alcove on the south wall contains a painted wooden statue, carved in the likeness of a gaunt, pale-faced man wearing a black cloak. The man's hand rests on the head of a wolf, and his left hand holds a smoky quartz orb.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna head over here. Are these skeletons moving at all, or
Very much
dead?
not.
Would you like them to?
Can
Well,
make that
as
happen.
long as it not biting me, but if you need to do what you need to do,
Ah,
I'll find the door for here and open
Should we
it.
come down there?
Come on
Yes,
down.
yeah, when Las-Dal opens the door. I think it's Las-Dal, but we're both invisible, so I'm not sure. And then I reach out and just like grab where I think your face would be.
Hi. Keep your nail in.
Oh, sorry.
So
Yeah, it's Las-Dal.
as that part's happening, upstairs, Telovere Sarasandra might have caught your attention as she is invoking a speak with dead and has been working her way through several skulls that she's collected. Unfortunately, those skulls were not much more helpful than your vampire friend was. Those that she interviews tend to call out objections to her interview, to call her foolish. She's frustrated. Tell me, servant of evil, where do your fellow occultists hide? This one, occultists, how droll. A better question, where are your manners? And just all sorts of sass coming back from these. Eventually, each of the skulls resolves to saying something along the lines of, we seek to impress our glorious lord, Strahd von Zarovic. He will give us, and then they say some very unrealistic expectations of rewards to be received. Treasures, eternal life, youth, beauty. With each one, she sort of tosses it aside. Foppish fools, and other such words. Telovere, do you wish to help or comment at all, or any of the others of necromantic ilk?
Belivere's gonna go over and be like, that spell can be very finicky depending on whether the souls of whoever you're trying to summon or resurrect for temporary purposes are bound to a greater cause. Um, in this case, however, my expectation is, my friend, you won't get much information out of them unless you're sweet talking them.
I've had similar responses, but I'd hoped they'd not been dead so long as to become afflicted with the madness. These, however, even in it seems the short term, are quite far gone.
Well, if the skulls won't give you information, perhaps the priests will. We could always try and speak to one of them. Unless you believe that they too come from this Lord Strahd.
I wouldn't expect it of a priest of Ozibus, but by the same token, I don't know that they were involved in what's going on here. We'd certainly give it a try.
It seems a bit coincidental to find priests of the undead in a house in the realm lorded by an undead whose minions are primarily undead. If they were serving him, you would think that they would have simply taken the house by storm rather than investigate. And judging by my own interrogations of a spawn of this Strahd, it appears they came to the house under his orders to investigate, meaning that the priests may know more, they may be of the same ilk.
Certainly worth an attempt, but the priests, when you fought them, did any of them fail to rise up at least once?
I
I
think there
can't
was
say that they
one.
did. I think they all rose up consistently.
Unfortunate. That's a sign of Ozibus's blessing or boon or whatever you wish to call his curse. When that happens, it renders them undead and somewhat unfit for interview.
Well, that's disappointing.
Yes, this whole damn Inquisition has been a bit disappointing.
Hmm. Let me think. Perhaps we could try and well, we couldn't speak to a spawn. Not that it would do us any good. Demon skull. Perhaps we simply need to find someone who's a bit more acquainted with this local cult and pull the secrets from their still twitching corpse.
That would be helpful. I'd hoped to find some research here, something to clue me in, but so far I've come up a bit empty on that.
Research in what regard?
Well, they must have laid some plans for this ritual that they're embarking on.
Now that you mention it, and I'm gonna ask the group at large, who has the books from upstairs?
Fortune does.
What,
Which-
you talking about the one summoning books or the
Yeah, the summoning books.
Yeah, I do.
It appears my good comrade has books in regards to perhaps the plans of this group of ne'er-do-wells. Unfortunately, he's downstairs. So we'll need to go down there and find him first.
Why research when you can rush forward blindly, I suppose?
Questions that I must ask myself every day.
And with
Being
that,
one that does that on a daily basis.
I conveniently did not mention that, nor does she know of these things, so...
No, but you have that nagging feeling you know someone could be calling you on it if they were there.
Oh yeah, 100%.
and so with that, Sarah Sandra gets up to follow you down into the basement. She's hanging back a bit to make sure she doesn't cause you any trouble with her reduced movement. But at the moment, Fortune has let himself into the room that has the figure petting a wolf, holding an orb. There is a hallway heading out down here.
Fortune is invisibly, so no one can really see him doing it, other than perhaps any magical means. Moving to take the orb from this thing's hand and like kind of look at it first, and then maybe swipe it.
Sure. You go to pick up the orb.
Let's gonna look at it first.
Sure,
Gonna
you
give
go
it a
to
little investigation.
investigation. It looks as though it's designed to be worshipped or to be prayed to in some fashion. You can see spots on the floor in front of it where a set of knees have dipped the dirt down. It's a figure of reverence.
Okay, and you said there's skeletons tied to the opposite wall of the statue in here.
Correct.
So anyone coming down the stairs will start to see, as Fortune notices this, the skeletons bound against the wall, being like very moved into the motion of like supine kind of worship.
Okay.
So like you just see one leg put into a knee on the
We're
ground,
not
and then
worthy.
yeah, exactly that. So just all the skeletons suddenly start being moved by Fortune invisibly
Okay.
to pray to this thing and see if anything happens.
Okay. As you move the figures, the skeletons, into the position of prayer, the statue begins to talk. It says, I am Strahd von Zarvik. I am ancient. I am the land. Ask me anything.
Oh, and I assume at this point Telovere is is walking down. Everyone's in here, and everyone hears that.
Yep. You all basically are walking down, and you hear, and you can see the statue's lips are moving.
Is it the real thing?
Hearing that, I'm gonna go check and make sure that whatever voices are not coming this way.
You do not hear any change in the incantation from down below.
Okay.
So fortunate is if since no one else has really made a move here in this little bit of pause afterward, Fortune's just going to go, "Are you really?"
The little orb shifts, the mist within it parts, and a sigil appears. Yes, absolutely.
This is a magic 8-ball.
Nice.
Fortune immediately believes that this is really Strahd, and just kind of calls out, "Oh wow, we one of your spawn was here looking out at this place. It's
I
crazy
must
to
take
have
my
you actually
leave."
here." Wait, what? No, hold on. I had questions. Where are you? And then we'll go like run up and try to grab the orb. Like, wait, I have questions, and remove it.
Fortune, no.
So you all come down to see the statue sort of shaking, and I think the orb like being lifted out, and the moment it sort of leaves, it vanishes as it moves into Fortune's possession.
Fortune.
What? And then he just kind of like bats the statue.
You kind of bat the statue. The
No,
orb
I
in your
guess I'll hold on
hand,
to this for now.
as you shift it around, it does have 8 sigils on it, ranging from a not a chance to a yes absolutely, and a lot of indeterminate in the between.
Is Minavir happy?
Answer
no.
unclear.
We have to save Minavir. He's suffering somewhere.
Fortune, can I see what you found? I'm assuming you're still here.
I know, can you? And he's just like holding it around invisibly.
Fortune, you're invisible. I can't see it if you're actually holding it.
Well, not my problem. And I'll slide it into my bag and kind of leave the room
Okay.
without a sound.
Fortune, may I just say, I think you're still here, and I think you're a colossal, and I'm gonna cut myself off there as I run into a cobweb.
Sounds good. Fortune, you've encountered a door. It's blocking your progress at the moment.
You hear a smug as he walks pretty much into a door.
Just come around the corner.
Exactly.
Las-Dal,
Oh, there's a door over here.
from where you're at, away to your left would be where the chanting is continuing. It's bouncing off a fairly steep set of stairs going down even further. You can just about make out the words.
I will go back after listening to what some of the words are.
Sure,
And
give
I
me a
will-
quick perception check.
All right.
Is it Mamba number 5? That would definitely have me the most perplexed if a cult was whispering that or chanting that in a basement.
Mambo number 5. Mambo
She
number
is slain.
5.
She is
Vomit,
risen. Come to us, Lord Strahd. Receive our gift. She is slain. She is risen. Come to us, Lord Strahd. Receive our gift. The part that's reaching you is the she is slain, she is risen. The rest is getting lost as the undercurrent. But now that you're here and the echoes aren't as bad, you can hear it. She is slain, she is risen. Come to us, Lord Strahd. Receive our gift.
As I'm coming around this corner, I'll drop my invisibility. They're calling for Strahd off of a. They killed somebody for him.
No, that's not mildly concerning at all.
So if they've got what we need, I think we might want to
Get a
head
move
over
on.
there sooner rather than later.
That sounds like a plan.
At this point, honestly, I'll take anything that's not running into cobwebs and dealing with annoying tabaxi.
I'll open the door. Or try to.
If you follow me, I found some stairwell. They should lead us close to them. I'm gonna take them back that way.
Fortune? A chandelier hangs above a table in the middle of the room.
Closes the door and leaves. Absolutely not.
Didn't even hear the end, just nope.
Beeline agility all the way following, like, sees Telovere turn the corner.
Nope. Nope's out of there.
Just use the chandelier. Fuck this, I'm out.
Said no thanks, I'm good, y'all.
Nope, not for me.
I think Duren fell asleep on the stairs again.
Nope. Don't do it, Duren. No sleeping on the stairs.
Bad for your back, and you're muted.
Is this heading down like this? Or...
That'll be heading down. Down, down, down. Far enough
Very
down that it cuts back again. As we eventually open up to a larger room.
A regular room.
A regular old room that's definitely not full of stuff that I'm going to have to read about. Loud chanting can be heard from a hallway near the southwest corner. You can discern many voices repeating, "She is slain, she is risen." Scattered about the room, a number of relics in alcoves, human remains, mundane material components for spellcasting. It looks as though they've heard about spooky stuff. They've got what looks like the desiccated hand of a goblin on a loop of rope. They've got a dried out frog tied to a stick, a pile of probably bat guano, and other things scattered about. A finger, kind of nasty looking.
Montgomery, too. You can cast Fireball with that.
Could.
Oh, for sure.
Duren, are
Is
you
this what
leading the
meant by
way
an
down?
alchemy lab?
No, I'll let the invisible guys go first.
What,
I just
what'd you say
I-
about?
What?
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I said the invisible people can go ahead of me. I just needed a square to fit into.
So who
Speaking
is
of being
going
invisible,
first?
Is it dark down here?
It is dark down here. I'm sorry, it is not dark down here. There are
alright.
torches and candles all about the place.
Cool, cool.
Well, I'm the only one still invisible at this point,
Yeah,
I think.
I'm visible, so
Okay, so Fortune, you are the first one down there.
I think so.
All
And
right.
I'm going to immediately bat at the loop of string off of the desiccated goblin hand.
As you are batting at the loop of string from the desiccated goblin hand,
Which one is that?
that would be this one here. The piles of refuse and detritus on the floor begin to shift and rise up around you. Two
Uh-oh.
mounds of it, some might say.
I hope they can't see me.
A shambling mound.
You might hope that. But can they?
It's combat time.
It is combat time.
He's combat time.
Do those mounds shamble a little bit here and there?
They do shamble from side to side.
Surely I can't roll worse than an 11 on my initiative.
Oh my gosh.
Surely.
Okay. Phew.
I love how I'm still at the top of the stairs as all this is going down, and I'm just like, what's going on down there?
What is going on exactly?
I don't know. Fortune's down there whistling and knocking stuff around like a cat does.
Whistling? Whistling?
I've
Since
never
when-
heard it. I've never
I
heard
cannot-
it whistle.
I literally cannot whistle. And so
was
this
good.
shambling mound just feels me blowing air onto it.
Loktar, somehow, you are once again the first to act. You're a couple of steps back on the stair, but you can tell something's going down. What you doing?
Oh, am I stuck in there?
No, you can move through. It's just double movement to go through your friends. So 10 feet,
Oh,
20
you're
feet,
back.
25 would get you to the bottom of the stairs.
All right. All right. Yeah, just start wailing into this thing. Oh, man. Sorry. Oh man. There we go right here. This one. I'm gonna stab it hard and fast.
Stab it hard and fast.
It's force damage.
Force damage against the mound of shambling. Works. Gotcha. Okay.
And the this one is gonna have that dealy.
Okay.
Oh, did I hit the wrong button? Let's see. Oh, no, that's correct. Right? Yeah, that's correct. Okay.
Oh, good.
And then last the booty end.
And then the booty end.
That thing's still shambling. after
Still
all that.
shambling. It's a big shambly thing.
He just keeps going.
He won't stop.
It won't quit.
Yeah, that's it.
All right. A ton of damage dealt. Telovere.
And then I guess I'll squeeze past to get out
And
of everybody's
Telovere
way.
is going to make his way just slightly down the stairs and stand right there because he can't get down any further to do anything.
All right. Las-Dal. Nope. Las-Dal escaped.
That's all has run away.
Wait, he's coming back. I can see his figure like fading in.
I think it's his chair.
That's his chair.
Yeah, I was about to say.
It's
Ghost
a,
of
it's a
Las-Dal.
spooky shadow.
He's larping invisible.
He's gonna go with
We'll bump him one. Fortune.
Okay. Fortune will go ahead and test things out here
Mm-hmm.
by moving past Loktar
Mm-hmm.
and moving to this corner and seeing how the one over there reacts.
The one over there is going to try and slam the heck out of you.
Yeah, okay, they can see me.
Let me double check.
I say, I think they.
Yep. Sure can. Blind sight. Wah-wah! Hair 18s?
18 just hits. Or
10.
hits by one.
10 points of bludgeoning damage for you, but you have moved
Ow.
away.
And I don't think it takes away my invisibility to get hit.
Unless you have to concentrate. In which
It
case,
is a
roll.
concentration spell.
Roll
Not for this isn't a spell.
Yeah, this is your physical
Oh,
or your
the
psychic thing.
Psychic thing.
Do you have to?
Yep.
Does it say
don't-
like you're concentrating?
I don't think so, but I'm double checking right now.
Yes, please.
Duren's other.
And since you happen to cross in front of a particular spot,
Oh. Nope. It's until you dismiss it or 1 hour. It ends after dealing damage or forcing a creature to make a saving throw.
Oh shit! Not
So-
these guys again.
these guys.
Oh, can I see in there real quick?
As you walked through, you're able to see down into that room. A ramp leads down to a watery area. There's a portcullis that's been dropped down. Featureless stone pillars support a high ceiling in a 40-foot square chamber. Murky water covers the floor, and a breach in the western wall leads to a dark cave heaped with refuse. Stairs lead up to dry stone ledges that hug the walls. 14 hooded figures stand atop those ledges, chanting loudly. In the middle of the room, an octagonal dais rises above the water. Atop the dais, a stone altar drenched in freshly spilled blood. The source of the blood is the body of a lifeless woman dangling above the altar from chains mounted to the ceiling. A ceramic stake has been plunged into her heart. Standing next to the altar is a large fiend wearing a gruesome crimson spear. The cultists continue their chant, "She is slain, she is risen. Come to us, Lord Strahd. Receive our gift." The figure in the center, however, has seen Fortune pass
Oh,
by. Double checking. Oh, I was wrong. Wrong kind of fiend. Does not see Fortune pass by. Sees Loktar.
Fortune just has Cecil. Okay, that works too. I would say Fortune has like a moment of thinking he's making eye
Yeah,
contact,
he's looking
like
back.
with a friend on the streets or something, and then realizing it's the person right behind you. Ah, gets hit and then shambles over here to behind this guy, and it's got a bonus action dash, get back behind Lokar, and then take a stab at the one that swung at him.
Okay.
Yeah, that'll do.
Whoop.
What?
Sorry, map move.
Oh,
Sorry, Isaac. Map is caught up.
I was deeply confused why I was being pulled around places.
Keep up
Crit?
with the times.
That
It
crits
reminded
work.
me of my childhood.
Oh,
he
that is a.
did. He didn't. He didn't expect me to come all the way back. That's not including my sneak attack. Why? And you're gonna tell me this is the one time they're immune to psychic damage.
I wish, but no, they
A
take
total of
psychic.
56 psychic damage.
Holy shit!
Wowzers!
Holy crap.
Nice.
However, in spite of all that, it's still shambling. Fortune.
Last.
okay.
Anything else?
That's everything I got.
Las-Dal. What do we got?
I think I'm gonna just go in there and cast Fireball. No, I'm kidding.
I don't care how big the
You're
room
gonna-
is. I cast Fireball.
You're going in there and then casting like right at your feet.
Exactly.
I mean, it's an
Gotcha.
effective spell.
Hey, listen, fair is fair.
No,
And I will tell everyone kind of the brief, like there's some ritual going in there, something big saw Loktar or me, I'm not sure which.
oh, that's just not gonna be pretty no matter what. Okay,
Fortune, I thought you couldn't be seen.
I mean, things can see invisible. The
What?
the fox earlier saw me walk into the room invisible.
all right.
Well,
So
the fox was a special case.
I'm gonna go around, start walking sideways on the wall.
Yep.
And I'm gonna move a little higher, so I'm above fortune right now.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll put that in the red where my. Okay, put myself there. Yeah, I'll put myself there just to show him on the wall. I'm gonna look at this fiend, and I don't feel like fucking with you right now. So I'm gonna cast mental prison on him.
I don't know what that does. What is mental prison?
One second.
Yeah, I've never heard that spell either.
You attempt to bind a creature with an illusory cell it only perceives. Okay. Intelligence saving throw. Is it immune to being charmed? First question. It is immune to being charmed.
Son of a. There goes my 6th level spell.
Well, you still hit it for 5d10 psychic, apparently.
On a successful save, 5d10, and the spell ends. So yeah, give me 5d10 damage of the psychic variety. That's not bad. That's not a bad effect.
Yeah, I would have rather have him down for a hot second.
Oh yeah,
instead.
no, 100%.
Wow.
So
No way.
he just takes 37 psychic damage.
No,
The
wait,
68
what? Wait, rolling 105?
The 68 is if he walks through it. The 37 is.
Oh, I got it. Oh, still that's a good 5d10. Okay, gotcha. 37.
Yeah. So yeah, the 68 is if he was like walking through it, or if he tried breaking through it.
Gotcha.
But since it failed, it's only the 37. Yeah, that would have been an amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Las-Dal, anything else?
Nope.
All right. You could hear one of the cultists step down into the water, grab hold of a wheel, and start pulling. As they do, the portcullis that separated you from the beast inside raises. The fiend steps down into the water.
That's not necessary.
I think the real question is, can he fit through the doorway? Because that looks like a very large fiend, and that looks like a very small doorway.
He can squeeze down to half size.
Oh, he's a bug in spirit.
He's a bugbear in spirit. I mean, sometimes. But you know what he's going to do? Because the DM wasn't 100% paying attention. Instead of stepping down at the end of Las-Dal's turn, he will teleport.
Yay.
He will show up right here. As he shows up,
Does that bypass my polearm thing?
that would bypass your polearm thing.
Bang blast it.
Please give me a DC 19 dexterity saving throw.
19.
DC
for the Stamping
19
Mounds, right?
dexterity saving throw,
Woohoo.
including Duren, not including Montgomery or Telovere.
Oh,
Telovere just has to dodge a spear that ricochets off the wall and tries to impale him.
Alright,
Oh, so
dexterity
you
save
mean
on a
even though I'm
rogue.
up on the wall?
Even though you're up on the wall, as twisted
Okay.
spectral spikes shoot out from its body, each creature within 30 feet of its choice, making a DC 19 dexterity saving throw or taking 9d8s worth of force
Ooh.
damage.
That was.
Wow.
Oh, I'm glad I'm upstairs.
Duren is not close enough
59
for it to get. Oh my god.
points of force damage for those who failed the DC 19 dexterity saving throw.
Is it half
Well,
my
I will.
save?
Wait, it's be an attack.
Montgomery Beta, what do you think about going and working for Strahd if our companions fall?
What's he offering?
I don't know, but it's better than being impaled by spectral spikes.
As that happens, I think the invisible kitty has the attention of the shambling mounds at the moment.
The near dead kitty.
The near dead kitty? I mean, it's just invisible. How can you tell how dead it is? 2 slams from the one you backstabbed. 1. Oh, super miss.
Alright.
2.
Nice. Oops.
23
Okay.
for 14.
I guess I gotta
Do
cut
you-
that in half with uncanny dodge because I have 15 HP.
Wait.
now-
I'm gonna cutting words that attack.
Okay.
My HP
the
is 17.
The
I'm
attack or
cutting
the
words
damage?
The attack itself.
Okay.
The attack.
Oh, okay.
Roll it.
Need a 6 or higher, or 7 or higher.
Fuck.
Are we
I will uncanny dodge.
uncanny dodge? That'll take it down to 7.
Tried.
We got 2 slams coming from the other shambling mound toward the kitty. Number 1. A
Oh, that's-
24 for 10.
That's a down.
That is an unconscious kitty, so with advantage. A 12 will miss the kitty.
He didn't expect it to go down, so like falls under the next swing and just face first into the dirt.
The trick is going limp.
Yep. But
Done,
just down.
done,
not-
done. Good.
Is he still
Duren.
invisible?
Did we take half damage from that fiend attack? If we succeeded?
If you succeeded, half damage, correct.
He's not invisible because I stabbed the other guy. So actually, he
so I
became
took
visible
damage.
after that.
Oh, okay.
So I took damage.
You would have took damage. You would have taken. You passed. So 59 divided by half would be 29.
All right.
Numbers are hard.
I hate numbers.
Okay, time to kill some fiends. We're gonna go here. We're gonna attack. We're gonna smite him
You're
at
gonna
first level.
attack the shambling mound.
Yeah.
Okay.
Plus another 10.
Plus another 10. That's enough. 1 down.
Nice.
Okay. I'm gonna over here. I'm gonna attack the other shambling mound. Though I don't like this other dude.
'23 is gonna hit. 17 points so far.
These are fiends, right? They get the
The shambling mound is not a fiend.
okay.
Is it undead? Does that still give it?
Is it any of the things that I
Wait,
need to
sorry.
increase my
Shambling mound is a plant.
okay. Well that's 18 and 17.
Got it?
So I'll take away some second level slots for those because I did 3d8.
Oh, I got you. Okay.
Yeah. So after 33 and 29, it's still at.
Yes.
Ugh. Yeah.
I'm not liking this, guys. This is not cool.
No.
Duren,
I
I
any?
mean, that one
Easily
hadn't
done
been
that.
hit yet.
Oh, it hadn't.
No, this one's
No,
fresh.
only the other one been hit.
Oh, okay. And I'm going to end my turn.
As you end your turn, the creature teleports.
Oh no.
As it does so, it stabs down
Wait,
at Fortune.
Fortune, are you down?
Yeah.
Sorry, I was sleeping.
What'd you say? What did you say there, Casey?
It
You said attacks Duren?
stabs down at Fortune.
Did Duren have a healing word?
Yeah.
With advantage, a spike.
X.
18 to hit the kitty.
18 hits by 1.
18 hits by 1. You have 2 on the bad side, and you are slow.
And this is not a magical effect.
This is it's an ability.
It
I
says
didn't
spike,
I
which-
didn't realize he was down. Can I have healing worded him? Because I still had a bonus action left.
I'll say okay.
Okay. Well,
What would
I
you say I
know
go down again.
it doesn't matter because you're gonna go down again, but you don't have the
not-
2 death saves.
Yep.
that
So if you
seems
want to
fair.
erase the 2 death saves, I'm willing to accept that.
Yeah, that's what I'll do.
Okay. So healing word deployed. We're reset to just being unconscious. Montgomery Beta, what are you up to?
I guess he will move here, and I guess he's gonna do to toll the dead on the fiend.
Toll the dead on
It
the
was-
fiend.
He's
it
a
was a shame.
plan.
It was a shame he moved because I was gonna hit 2, but
Oh, got it. Tolling the dead on the fiend.
there we go. Is he missing any hit points?
He is
yeah, he
not
is.
yet.
Wait.
No one's hit him yet.
Wait,
Oh,
he's going for
fiend.
the fiend.
oh, the guy right in front of you.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
No,
nobody-
he took damage. He
Oh,
took
no, he
damage
has
from
taken
me.
damage. I'm sorry, he has taken damage.
Oh,
he
you're
has
right.
taken
Yeah,
damage.
5d10. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right.
Oh,
Oops.
right. Okay, good. All right.
The failed prison.
Yep.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
Oh
Casey.
God, what a bad roll.
Sometimes I look at the wrong thing, okay?
DC 18.
DC
Wisdom
18 wisdom saving throw. Boop, boop.
I don't know how wise he is. Not.
He will
Ooh,
take some
wow.
damage.
Well, he took 9 points probably. It's
9 points of
necrotic.
necrotic works.
I mean, neurotic damage is unresistible at least.
Exactly.
That is true.
And I think I'm gonna step back here. Right, I'm assuming he can't see me from here, right?
He should not be able to see you from there.
Okay.
Should not.
Should not. But
You never know.
a little bit of good news, bad news. His spear has a 10-foot reach, and you've just stepped outside of that.
Oof.
So he will take his attack and stab.
That's good. We just blew his reaction.
Super miss, and he blew his reaction. Beta, anything else?
No, that's it.
All right. At the end of your turn, he will use a legendary action to stab Fortune.
Oof.
All right, Fortune.
Well, good. No, I mean, the fact that I don't have 2 death failures right now is very helpful.
23
So
will
now you
hit.
do-
He's got 2 death failures back.
Nope. So I'm relying on Loktar or Telovere to get me up.
Loktar, it is your turn.
I love the enthusiasm of how you think I'm gonna get you up with no healing spells.
Oh, are you out of Wither and Blooms?
Not technically.
That's him saying he doesn't want to heal your ass.
That's fair. That's fair. I was just taunting him.
I think I'll-
There are some things that we gotta do first.
I'm gonna grow big and start hitting this guy.
Do what you gotta do.
There is no room for you to grow big, but you can grow big in spirit.
All right. Crunch. It's this one. All right.
28's a hit. Oh wait, hang on. Which one were we aiming for?
The fiend.
The fiend. Okay. On the left. Got it.
Focus on me, creature.
And
Leave
you,
the kitty cat alone.
and you would say that's 19 points of damage. You would say
Meow.
19, and then another 26.
Yeah.
Sorry, another
That sounds
17.
good.
Start doing math wrong.
Now as good a time as any, I guess. Action search. Do a couple more.
I forgot you're a fighter.
I did too. Have you action searched before? I feel like you've never action searched
So
before.
rare. I forgot it happens.
I forget to.
And yet I think it's a short rest for action surge, isn't it? Or maybe it's long
Yeah.
rest. All right, that was another 18. We got another attack in the chamber, I
Yeah,
think.
I think that's it, huh? That should be it.
Now you got action surge get you both back because you're multi-attack, right?
But they didn't send the second one. I rolled the second one, but
I only
Here, it's
there-
coming.
Oh, it's
there
a
it
fucking
goes.
crit
Dang.
too.
You
Sorry.
know what it is?
Holy-
Oh, it's a crit. Nice.
Yeah.
Look at your own dice.
I figured it out when I switch away from the tab before the dice stop moving. That's why it delays it sometimes like that.
Got it.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
that's a ton of damage so far. Anything else? It's still a big monster.
He'll beat his chest like a gorilla. Hit me! Hit me! That's it.
He just like looks at you, spins his spear around, and poof, sticks it down into Fortune. Fortune,
Oh, here's another
legendary
legendary
action. Third legendary action. Spike
So
attack.
Teleport. Turn.
He teleported before
Okay.
his turn, and he's teleported and spiked twice. It's a teleport spike combo. With
Alright, this
advantage,
one- Oh, crit
he
too. Yep.
crits it.
Fortune is dead.
Is there any? Oh man, anybody got any reactions now? Anything to do to that?
Silver barb.
If
I'll silvery barbs it.
You're gonna silvery
It's
barbs
a-
it?
I
It's
can't.
nat
I
20.
can't. I already.
you can't.
I used my Russian earlier. I can't.
That's all right.
here's the
No,
thing, I
fine.
can get him back up. We just
Yeah,
need
I-
to make
dead.
it through this. I
You
know.
You got the revivify ready?
Of
All right.
course.
That's gonna bring us
Well,
over
so
to.
basically, we'll find out if I get to have a death moment or not. It's all up to Duren. So, I believe in you, Duren and Nick. Most important.
Hey,
No
guess what?
pressure.
The action has started. I'm back awake, baby.
All right, we got my cultist drop back in here as my placeholder so I don't forget where their turns are. Because you're killing my placeholders. And Telovere, what are we doing?
Okay, from where I am up there, can I make it to that spot right there? Am
Yes.
am I
Yeah,
starting
yeah.
from this square and going here, or am I starting from the top of the stairs and going down? 'Cause that's a
Uh,
very important question.
you are not at the top of the stairs. You are one step above where Beta is.
Okay, cool. So I can make it down to
Here, hang on.
here,
Let me.
and then back
wait,
up
wait,
to
wait,
here
wait,
with
wait.
my full movement.
You are
Yeah, but
starting.
he has a-
You are right here.
has
This is
a-
where you are standing.
Perfect. Great.
He has a 10-foot spear, so when you walk away, he's in.
Yeah, but I'm
It's-
through a
he's-
wall.
And he still used his reaction already. We haven't gotten back to his turn yet.
Yeah.
Oh God.
So what Televere's going to do is he's going to step out here and go, "Sweet medical, what is that?" And he's going to cast Disintegrate at 6th level towards the freaking demon.
Take it.
So I need a dexterity saving throw. DC is 16.
At
You guys
DC
had better
16,
pray and hope that he fails this.
Dexterity saving throw.
He didn't fail this.
He did not
Back
fail.
to back crits.
Yep.
Wow.
So that spell does absolutely nothing. And then Televere's
Dang.
going to be like, I'm going to step back over here now.
As Telovere eases back, Fortune.
Fortune.
Does nothing.
Uh,
What's it like
Uh,
to be dead in Barovia, Fortune?
Oh, that's a very good question. It's like
A little cold.
always trying to find a place to sun when you're taking a nap. But every time you sit down in the light, it's immediately covered and windy and cold again, and just constantly trying to find that one spot of sun to enjoy.
Gotcha. That is very apt. Las-Dal.
All right. Seeing how the fiend can get a little reach going on, I'm gonna cast antagonize on him,
Okay.
and I'm so whisper some magic words. So it's gonna sound like the shambling mound is talking a massive amount of crap to it.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
So a wisdom saving throw of DC 18.
All right. Wisdom saving throw, not one that it's good at. Posts up an 11 on a failed save.
So he's taking 44 damage.
He is
with
taking
nothing
44
amazing.
40,
damage.
44. You heard that right? 44?
I heard it, but it seems like 9.
Unfortunately. But now he takes an attack at the shambling mound.
He has already used his reaction.
Son of a...
If the target can't make the attack because the reaction is unavailable, it instead has disadvantage on the next attack roll it makes before the start of your turn.
So,
Chaotic Crusaders, hey, thanks for the raid. Party's mixing it up in Barovia at the moment. Las-Dal, anything else?
I am. How high is the ceiling?
Not high enough.
Oh, I'm 10 feet up. So, like, how much higher can I go?
You're right there.
Right there.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna just start walking across this ceiling and take myself to over here.
Can do. As you do that,
Yep.
things start to happen. The first that starts to happen,
No.
Loktar. Shambling Mound surges towards you. Were you attacking recklessly, Loktar?
Of course.
Of course.
Always.
Why wouldn't you? 2 slams coming at Loktar. Number 1, a 25. Number 2, a 24.
Ooh.
Both of those hit Loktar, is that correct?
Yeah.
Oh,
Loktar, as both of those hit, the shambling mound engulfs you. You are blinded. You are restrained. You are unable to breathe.
can I counter? Can I not counter charm, but
Cutting words?
do my bardic cutting words.
You could
that
try
second
cutting
attack.
words. Sure.
You have to knock 6 off of it. Or no, 7. Because it's a 24, right?
24 is to
Yeah.
hit. Yep.
Oh,
An
Oh!
8. It misses. Only take the 5 off the first bludgeoning. And as it tries to wrap you up, it fails to do so.
Running low on bardic skies.
It's okay.
Running low on everything.
I'm running low on spell slots, but I gotta save one for my boy.
For the boy.
So I can give him a little scratch behind the ears again.
Loktar. The Impaler stabs at you with one of its spikes.
no.
18 to hit,
Yeah, that's what he needs.
16 points of piercing damage, and your speed is halved.
Good thing he probably wasn't planning on moving anywhere.
I'm not going to reveal the party trick until it happens. It then attacks with its spear. 2 attacks. Loktar, number 1, number 2.
Oh,
Oh, no.
The first one hits. Loktar, how's the hit points looking?
This 8 was So I was 48 at the start of this, right? So, and then this is math. So I'm gonna do the necrotic first. Minus 12 on the necrotic. Minus 12. So down to
Minus
36.
21 on necrotic. Where are you getting the 12?
Oh, I thought 3 plus 9.
3
wait.
plus 9 plus 12. So 24 total necrotic points.
Oh, whoops. Wow.
It critted. So 24 total necrotic.
So I'm at 24 before counting the piercing damage.
Okay, and the piercing
Okay.
damage was a total of 32.
32.
So halved to 16.
Oof. All right. Still up.
Still up.
At 8 HP,
hit
but
points.
kinda.
We're gonna get you.
Lord, y'all.
Duren, it is your turn.
Okay. So I'm gonna cast is the Impaler, he's not is he humanoid?
Probably not. He is a fiend.
Okay. Okay, then I'm gonna use that 3rd level slot to smite his ass.
Okie dokie.
And actually, I'm gonna do a 4th level smite. So
Boy, I hope this misses.
you know it's not going
You're
to.
very good at hitting him, but I'm hoping.
We have one reroll too.
There is a reroll in the pot.
21 does a 21 hit?
21 hits.
Okay. So plus 4, hold on. So 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so that's the max I can do plus another D8. So 6 D8.
It is possible mathematically.
So it's another 33.
40, 50. It is not dead yet, but it is very
Well,
close.
guess what? I got another one of them coming.
I believe you.
But I'm only going to do a 2nd level smite this time, so.
Could still miss. 23 is not going to miss, and you don't even need to use that smite. Congratulations.
Oh,
You've taken out the Impaler.
Okay.
The
Yeah,
mound
but
still
this-
has eyes for Loktar.
Okay. So do I have any cool
You're cool enough already.
bonus action things I can do? I don't. Which that's fine. Okay. I do have something I can do. I'm going to healing word Loktar for 12.
Thank you, Duren.
Montgomery Beta.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, go ahead. Did you have more?
No, you're good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Montgomery Beta.
15, 28, 25, 30. Guess I'm going with the firebolt on the shambling mound.
Firebolt on the shambling mound.
Ooh, he's a plant. He probably wasn't like that.
Probably not. 23 I assume hits, right?
It sure does.
And I fixed it. It should have the +5 on there now.
Sounds good. It hates
I would-
fire so much it is resistant to it.
Are you serious?
It's a big wet plant.
Oh.
Well,
Hold on.
this is kind of to Ed, but also to Montgomery. thought it was really weird how you weren't using Fireball or like your higher level spells. And just now, even though we learned at the end of the last one, I just now put together why.
Montgomery
he's
Beta,
holding them
anything else?
until it's really critical.
Yeah,
That
maybe.
makes sense.
Although he did blow a
Loktar.
6th level spell on Telovere.
Listen, I appreciate it deeply.
So he was fire resistant. Okay, well, I know what to use next time. That's it for now.
You got it. Loktar.
Yeah, I think mine by default is doing thunder.
Mhm.
I don't know. I guess I'll leave it like that. I don't know. Here we try.
You chose correctly. 19 hits, 13 thundery damage.
Again.
29 hits for 12 thundery damage.
Die, plant. Last with the booty end.
That was the booty end. 12 there. But it's still a mound, and it still shambles towards you.
Oh, they took out the booty end of my cat.
That was it.
That's it.
We saw that too.
Telovere.
All right, let's see.
The big fiend lays on the ground, slowly turning back to Iker.
I'm gonna come right here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna take one look at the mound and go. I am out of spell slots that I'm trying to use right now, so I'm just going to hit him with a good old. Let's try Toll of the Dead.
Toll
a
the
wisdom saving
Dead!
throw for it.
Wisdom saving throw. He is not good at that.
That is definitely a fail.
And he is missing hit points.
Cool. He is going to take 21 damage.
21 damage.
Damn.
Smack.
Good
Or
Toll
was
the
it
Dead.
muted?
Listen, I'm at the point where even my frickin' those will do well, so.
Fortune, the sunny spot continues to elude you. Las-Dal.
Alright, I'm gonna move up. Are these guys all still standing and are they just watching us?
They are standing and watching you. The portcullis has dropped back down. They are chanting as they watch.
Alright. I'm gonna pull out my little my lyre and I'm gonna start playing a very hot song as I put a wall of fire in front of as many of them as I can.
Can you make a circle with wall of fire?
I believe so.
How wide a
Dude.
circle?
Give me 1 second. I'm about to.
If you could drop
Are
that
you about to
down.
burn them all?
That's what I'm just wondering.
I'm trying to catch as many as I can. I don't think I can get them all, but I could get a line of them. I know for sure.
You can make the wall up to 60 feet long, 20 feet high, or a ringed wall up to 20 feet in diameter. So 20 feet in diameter would be basically the whole room. And then if you point the hot side out.
Oh yeah, I'm pointing the hot side out towards the walls.
Yeah, that's going to kill them all.
So yeah, I just started playing a very darker sounding tune off of the lyre.
Yeah, so basically the only thing in that room that will be spared this hellish inferno is the poor young woman with this spear or with the stake through her heart hanging above the altar. Everything else is just fire.
Okay.
The murky water boils and steam coming out of this room, rushing up through the halls will be basically a boiled ham kind of smell.
Oh, lovely.
Las-Dal, congratulations. You've committed a war crime.
You've
And
made orphans.
Hey, they sent the fiend out that just took out my tabaxi friend.
No.
I'm a little mad.
Las-Dal, anything else?
I'm gonna bardically inspire Loktar. Hurry up and kill that thing. Get the weed eater out.
Sounds good. Loktar, important question. Have you been reckless again?
Always.
Always.
I
Two
don't even
s-
know why you ask at this point.
I
Like,
just
that's
want to
kind
make
of- that's
sure.
weird.
Maybe he just had a moment of clarity. 2 slam attacks coming at Loktar. Number 1, number 2.
Oh no.
I'm silver barbs that second one.
Free Barb's the second one. Number 2 again.
Ooh.
Wow.
So 15 and 17, 32 down to 16. I think you are still a conscious Loktar,
Yeah. But then that means swallowed?
but you are engulfed. And start each of the mound's turns. Okay, you are engulfed. Romp. Duren.
That's the opposite of what I said, Loktar.
It's time for some Duren smash.
Some Duren smash.
The 17 hit.
A 17 will hit.
Okay. We're gonna do a second level smite. So that's 3d8.
We need 12. We got 15. Loktar, you are free once more.
Bleh.
Oh.
And then I'm assuming we're out of combat now.
We are out of combat.
You said
Yeah.
this woman looked like she was still alive?
No, she looks quite dead, but she's
Oh,
got a
okay.
ceramic stake shoved through her heart. She is just the
Gotcha,
only
gotcha.
thing in that room that's not turning to ash
That
right
thing in
now.
Charbroiled. Gotcha.
Okay. Hold up. We got something to take care of.
Mm-hmm.
We got to revivify. And then I also am going to give you 30 points from Lay on Hands.
Oh. Fortune finally finds a sunny spot, except it's not a sunny spot. It's just
My
his furry
hand.
friend dancing in the sky, telling him to come back. And he immediately comes back. It was so cold and dark, and climbs like inside your armor almost as much as he can as you lay on hands him.
As
You're
you
like
are,
in my armpit at the body heat.
Yep.
as you are,
He's just
good.
oh, just looking for any warmth to suck up because it was very cold.
There is actually a fair bit of warmth billowing up from this wall of fire through the house, carrying all of this heat with it. Eventually, that wall of fire will be allowed to die down. You'll be able to make your way over to the altar. You're able to see that the ceramic stake that's been stabbed in was formed around a piece of the rod. They'd taken it, added to it to make it conical, and then stabbed her with it. As you collect that piece of rod, the air changes. The heat built up from that wall of fire vanishes. The temperature drops precipitously. A gust of wind, the reverse of what you had, rips through the halls of the Durst's house. The candles and lamps that have been lit to provide the humans light snuff out, then blink back, lit with dark purple flames. The wind takes on a monstrous timbre, like the screeching of bats or the howling of wolves. Crescendos of a deafening roar, then cuts off once more. For a long moment, You hear nothing. Then, as clearly as if it was happening right next to you, the creak and whine of the house's front gate opens and then closes, latching behind it with a crisp click. Then once again, nothing. We'll pause there and pick back up next week. Another guest has arrived at the Durst family home.
By the name of Baron von
Oh, you've killed Roadkill.
was
Or Roadkiller.
Yeah, Isaac. Yeah,
And
Oh,
so,
is that Isaac's?
yeah.
that's Isaac. A gaunt man with a widow's peak and a flair for the dramatic has arrived. Congratulations, everybody. You defeated the Relentless Impaler, the Shambling Mounts, and avoided a TPK like that. Well fought. We'll talk about next time.
Avoided a TPK. We weren't even close to a TPK.
No.
Oh. Had I rolled a 6 on that refresh of the multi-spike, that would have been pretty fun.
I must have been asleep for that.
Yeah,
That-
that was the
That
nap
spike
time.
took half my health.
Yeah. He
Uh-huh.
I didn't
That
take
was
any
good.
damage that whole fight. So
he had some
Yeah,
tricks.
I would have taken none if I had made that save. Completely
Yeah.
different fight if I roll better.
Just roll better and things will change.
Roll better.
The
Roll-
funny
I mean,
thing
to be
was,
fair,
my dice
Casey was
showed
rolling.
19, and then it went to 2.
Oh.
I hate when it does that. But
That was
Casey
hilarious.
rolled 5
Like, oh
crits.
shit.
Yeah, there were a number of crits rolled there. And
Oh, we didn't use the rerolls. Well, I got stabbed to death. I was all ready to use that reroll, but it
Yeah,
never
you couldn't
came.
roll you didn't even get a chance to roll.
but
You
I'm
were mentioning
sure
the Impaler had a spear, like a bloody spear.
yeah, he had a spear.
Is it a Edo spear?
a
Here,
bloody
Unfortunately,
spear.
it,
Like we need to get tetanus shots now.
it returned to Iker, as did he.
No.
But a little bit of good news. From what you've been reading, he isn't going back to the Hells.
Going to the mist.
He'll be around.
He's coming back.
He's around somewhere.
Yeah, but we know how to take care of him.
Just sacrifice Loktar.
You know what? There are smaller problems than dealing with a dead bugbear. I think that's a worthy goal of ours, guys. When
Is
in
that
doubt,
our
just throw the
goal?
bugbear.
When in
To
doubt,
survive, yes.
throw the bugbear. Cool. So thanks everybody. Let me go ahead and check out what we've got going on raid wise. Any shout outs that folks would like to make as I take a look at who we can pass things along to?
Shout out to Baba Lasagna.
Barbara.
Barbara.
Barbara
Lasagna.
Lasagna.
Sorry.
That is my next character for sure.
Yeah, I had to say
Barbara
that's the new
It's
character.
I, Barbara Lasagna.
Sometime.
I am
love
sorry
Mondays.
to you, Casey, for starting this,
Nope.
but
It
also
is
not really.
it is totally. I personally, like every time I play through Barovia campaigns, I pick up and add one more quote. I'm gonna have to work in a Barbara Lasagna as one of my NPCs. Calling out to some of the folks I've run 20 sides before. The Magic 8-Ball from Strahd, and then he must take his leave. Prior adventures did prior things. Let's see here. We got the Nat one-liners running Waterdeep Dragon Heist, it looks like. We'll toss a little
Ooh.
info
fun
over
one.
that way. And thanks, everybody. Doo-doo.
Thanks everyone, and shout out
Have a
to
good night.
you.
And shout out to you.